What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the Airliners International 2023 haul video for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's haul. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. So as you guys can see right here, we have the Airliners International 2023 haul from the DFW Hyatt Regency. And my gosh, yes, take a look at this. So we have a full booty bag here on your left full of various aviation items, including timetables, airliners merchandise, model airplanes, and much more. So we're going to be taking a look at that in its full detail. Very excited to take a look at that more in detail. And we also have the Gemini 200 Antonov 225 here on your right. And I just wanted to start with this because the perspective of this was kind of crazy. As you guys can see, the Antonov 225 box is literally bigger than the booty bag. It's like not quite double, but it's getting there, which is really impressive. So that box is over here on the right. We'll be taking a look at that model in its full detail here in a moment. There'll also be a complimentary massive unboxing to complement this video in conjunction with it. So we'll be seeing all the model airplanes a little bit more in detail in that massive unboxing coming very soon. But nevertheless, we have a full booty bag. We have a bunch to get through today. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. And let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, everybody, here we go for the Airliners International 2023 haul video. Really excited to get back to this. As you guys probably remember the Chicago haul video from last year, we had a bunch of great memorabilia in that video, and we're going to be doing the exact same today. How exciting is this? So really cool. But before we get started, I did want to say, if you are interested in coming to the next Airliners International convention, that's going to be taking place in Kansas City, Missouri, June 26 through 29, 2024. It's going to be absolutely awesome. It's at their Hilton Hotel, and I'm really looking forward to it. They have a bunch of great aviation history there from the two museums. They have the Jet Midwest maintenance facilities, so that'll bring cool planes into the airport, and maybe we even get lucky enough to tour that. Of course, the new terminal building is absolutely spectacular, and that Hilton Hotel is super nice as well. So, and not to mention the ballroom, all your friends are going to be there. I don't have to elaborate too much. I just want to say, if you do want to know all the information about it, more videos will be coming out very soon if they haven't already. But nevertheless, this is 2023 time, and let's take a look here at the DFW memorabilia. So we have a bunch in here. Just want to take a look at this beautiful logo here. So of course we got the booty bag. So in this video we'll encompass everything that you get if you do the 3-day registration, which is the booty bag, along with some complimentary items, and then of course everything I chose to get as well. So there's a bunch of this. JJ Skippy also did a great job assessing this too, so definitely check out his haul video, which got a bunch of great items. So really great video that is, and highly recommend checking that out. And I may have even helped him out and got him a couple models out of that. So anyways, enough with the talk. Let's go ahead and get into the booty bag. I'm going to lower the camera here and move up a little bit so that you guys can see what we're doing here. But a bunch of really great items. I believe we have 10 model airplanes along with just a bunch of memorabilia in general. So we're going to depict it one by one, and I hope everybody is excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started. So the majority of the first items that we'll take a look at here is mainly items that came from the booty bag, and I'll try to depict as much of that as possible. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first item that we're going to start with here is kind of what we got here in the booty bag. So you started here with an envelope with your name on it, and in here you have various information. Pretty much what they give you here is depicting what registration you signed up for, along with the tours that you have and all that fun stuff. Let's start right here. Kind of one of my favorite pieces is the sticker that they give you. I mean, that just looks absolutely outstanding, and I'm trying to decide what I want to put these on. I might put them on my door. I might put them on something else. I don't think I'll do like a camera bag or something because I'll probably have to evolve from that, but I would like to put all the stickers in one place at some time. So if anybody has an idea, I have a big whiteboard I could put them on, so I might do that. But thought it was really cool, and this sticker is fantastic. And the logo for Kansas City, by the way, if you're curious, just one more throw out for that, because it's kind of an important event coming up, is this logo right here, and it looks really great with a TWA 707 on it. So enough with the talk though, but definitely go check out the website for Kansas City, because it is an aviation enthusiast's dream convention. Not lying when I say that. So what they're going to give you here is pretty much what you have going. So of course I had the full convention registration there noted, so that's what we have depicted on that sheet. And then of course they give you the tour sign-up sheet. So these were all the various tours going on. So I had the American Airlines hangar tour noted there, and then the back of it has the rest of them. We have the Southwest Airlines Tech Ops Tour that was taking place on 21st of June. And then I don't know why, but they didn't get the DFW Ramp Tour. I had two other separate sheets, one for the Ramp Tour and one for the Southwest Airlines Tour, that I had to sign agreements for. Unfortunately, I didn't get those back, but I think I might have pictures of them on my phone somewhere. So I'll try to show those off in those applicable videos as needed. So here we go for some postcards to get us started here. So we got these various ones. I think Chris was nice enough to give them to us. And huge shout out to Chris Slimmer. He's a great guy. Him and Bill Demarest, they are really the big organizers of Airliners International just overall have a huge impact. Not only them though, but the World Airlines Historical Society Board, excuse me, and all the members that are part of that. Link in the description for all that. There's a bunch to look into. I'll probably do a video more in depth about becoming a member if you're interested in all that fun stuff, because it's really a great organization and worth contributing to. Because if you remember, on the other side of the DC-8 in the ballroom, all those items were World Airlines Historical Society items. Most of them donated, which is really cool. So really generous organization and certainly worth contributing to. Anyways, enough with the talk there. We have a TWA 727, a TWA Constellation, a Olympic 727-200, a Thai DC-8, a Olympic, I don't even know what kind of plane this is, but the cool part about the Coast Guards, they'll say it on the back here. So this is a Comet 4B. How cool is that? Probably, I don't even remember seeing that one in aviation history class, to be honest. A Condor A310, it appears. Very cool. A Lufthansa CRJ 900. And a Air France Concorde with Santa Claus on it. So how cool is that? So a really cool organization here of postcards. There's a bunch of really cool aviation memorabilia, but obviously keep in mind, before cell phones were really present and you could look at all your images on there, most people had these postcards. They would print out aviation photos and look at them this way. So that was really cool to see many of those at the convention, and it was really cool to see all of the first-time attendees of Airliners International get to experience what postcards are like for the first time. So I thought that was really cool. We have various removable before flight keychains here. This is West Coast Diecast. We have 1, 2, and 3 of them. Might be giving a couple of these away, so stay on the lookout for that. And we also have the annual jet tip Airliners International 2023 Dallas tag, which is really cool. So they do one of these every year. They did one in Chicago. They did one here in Dallas, and Kansas City will be next. So how exciting is that? I honestly can't remember where I got this Republic Airlines keychain from. I think somebody brought it into my room while we were plane spotting. So really cool keychain though. So thank you to whoever that may have been. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. We did a bunch, to say the least. So in the booty bag here, we got a plethora of various items here. So the really cool part about the booty, or the 3-day registration, obviously, is you get the welcome reception, you get all 3 days into the admission, into the ballroom, and then of course you get a tour of your choice. Additionally, you get the these various items here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So apologies, this ended up getting sticked on here, but this is my Southwest Airlines kind of beat up at this point, but my Tech Ops name badge, which was really cool. So starting right here, we have a China Airlines, let's see, December 1st, 1997 timetable here. So pretty interesting. That one accidentally got stuck in there, but a bunch of various routes in here. These are really cool, and I'll probably make a more in-depth timetable video at some point. I have a bunch of timetables that I need to unbox and really a bunch to look through, so expect that as well at some point. I don't know when, but I would like to do that. I have a bunch from Chicago I'd like to look through. I have a bunch over there in boxes on tables, so certainly have quite a bit there to assess. So certainly we'll be doing that in the near future at some point. This is also another China Airlines timetable, this one from 29 March 1998. And this one's a little bit differently formatted, more like a historic timetable, because in the 50s and 60s, you kind of had timetables like this where it would be a, this is kind of what trains still do, most of them. I have a couple of Dart time and textual timetables that look like this. You can see here where they come straight down. That's kind of the old format. And you can see in the other timetables that were more recent, before they stopped doing timetables, you would see where they would go, you know, in city order. So they still go in city order, but not by like lines. They go by rows, not like lines, if you know what I'm saying. So that's what we have here. So another really cool timetable, one to take a look at here in the near future. This was one of the favorites among many people. This was the TWA bag tag. Not TWA, just did a review on TWA plane. How about PSA bag tag here? Really cool to see this here in their 5-step checklist. So that's really sweet. We have a National Airlines bag tag, also very cool. National was a cool airline. Here's the Hyatt Regency. You'll see quite a bit of miscellaneous items in here. Hyatt Regency key holder. And here's some more postcards. We have I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you. A MAOF Airlines 720. Very cool. And then we have a, this is a Convair, I think? Yeah, this is a Convair 404 for Morocco Island Airways. Very cool. A Mark Air C-130. Let's see. It's having a hard time reading it from the back here. It's like a Lockheed 3826. That's what it is. Kind of looks like a C-130, but there we go. A Martin Air MD-80. Very cool. And a Mosling DC3. And then we have our one-day show advertisements. So if you're in one of these regions and want to go to one of these one-day shows or even fly out for it, highly recommend doing so. So here we go with the San Francisco Airline Collectibles Show. That's Saturday, September 23, 2023, 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. A really good show. So definitely recommend that. And on the back here, we have the various items to expect along with where to contact and the hotel, which is the Best Western Plus. Very cool one. And would love to attend more of these going into the future. I'll be this upcoming year attending Atlanta on October 7th, and also will be attending Dallas on April 20th as of right now. Might try to squeeze in one more if I can, but those two for sure. So if you're in those regions and want to go meet up, definitely let me know. Los Angeles will be getting their first annual collectible show. About time they had one annually. This will be taking place January 20th. A very good opportunity to get a weekend out there if you want to go visit the LA area, go plane spotting, and also get to go to this collectible show, which would be a great opportunity. I know Allegiant flies to a bunch of places from LA, so that would be a thought, or anywhere that you want to do it. So really cool advertisements though, and it'll be really cool to reflect on these, but really cool with the United DC-10 flying past the I can't even remember what they call this piece, but certainly very cool. And the one that I was just referring to, the DFW one-day collectible show, will be on April 20th this year at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel, northeast of the airport. $99 room rate, really great. Loved last year's. They had a bunch of cool items from Braniff memorabilia to TWA tennis shoes to Texan airplane stores. So certainly something for everybody, especially if you're a local, but even want to fly in for it. I will be doing just that, coming in from Tulsa, of course. So definitely recommend it. Now this one for sure was from the booty bag, as you can see denoted here by the plastic sleeve. So we have an American Airlines Bach 111, certainly an interesting plane that many people have thoughts on. So, very cool to see the Airliners International 2023 logo on the back here. That's really cool. I think that's a very nice thought. But this is DFW Airport postcards from 1960s to 1980s. So really fitting the theme there of airliners in Dallas. Now, how cool is this one? So we're looking right now at a Rowo, I think it's a Shorts 360. A Twin Otter. Sorry, I'm getting my planes all confused. But the coolest part about this one is that this is the Hyatt Regency. I don't think that's what the name of it was during that time, but the Regency is literally right behind it in the picture. How cool is that? So this one was a Rowo Airlines DC-6 300 Twin Otter with the Regency in the back. So how cool is that? That is a sick picture right there. That's super cool. A Frontier Convair with, this is a 580, I believe, with the Saul Bass livery. Very cool here. Docked up at gate number 8. Is this a love field card? It doesn't denote it. Huh, okay, cool. This is probably one of my favorite ones. This is a great lighting shot. Very good picture. This Delta 737-200 at DFW. Really challenging to go wrong with that one. Or this Continental DC-910. Another great shot right there. And a United Saul Bass 737-200. So United did have their presence dating back to the 60s, 70s, and 80s. How about a Braniff Big Orange 747 SP? That is a great looking picture right there. It's hard to go wrong with that one. That is really, really nice. And you also have the British Airways Concorde. How cool is this? I think this is the Negus livery. I think is what they call this one. Could be forgetting off the top of my head, but really cool to see the jet bridge docked up, the great lighting. I mean, also very hard to go wrong with that one. So a really cool set of postcards. Thank you so much to AI for providing those. Really generous, and postcards are a great opportunity to just take a look at them in general. So that's really cool. And we also got a 2011 Delta 757-300 safety card. Was not expecting something so new, even though, 2011 was a while ago. But in terms of, last year we got a United 727, so I would have expected something more like that. But I think that was a really good change of pace. Delta obviously had a big presence at Airliners, so, at Dallas, not Airliners, hopefully one day. But yeah, so that's really cool. Okay, so I'm going to leave these timetables for later because I bought those myself. And then I don't know why I have a bag tag in there from April. So there we go. This was a really cool pin. Somehow somebody had a Tulsa Airport Authority pin and I was able to snag it. What a cool piece right here. I guess it goes on and off with the lights. Let's see. I don't know if you have to twist it or what you have to do, but it's certainly really cool to see this. You see press on off. Oh, there we go. I think it needs batteries or something, but there's an on off button, which is really cool. But a really cool pin. Was really stoked about that. This was a lanyard from Federal something, I'm forgetting it. Airline Dispatchers Federation. Really cool to see that. They were giving out some free items, so how nice of them to do that. This was also from the booty bag. This was the pen for this year, 2023. These pens are really cool. I also want to display those somewhere in the future at some point. Let's see here. I believe that is mainly all of the booty bag items at this point. No, this one's actually kind of important, so let's go ahead and get this one out right now. So this is the operator's guide for the Airliners International 2023 convention. So of course you have the flight book, and it has various items of the agenda in here. So you got Airliners International, there's the DFW 2023. Let me turn the camera so the shadow goes away. Hyatt Regency DFW, and really cool to see the various advertisements for GeminiJets right there on your left. Then we have the message here from Steve, Chris, and Bill, which is awesome, and also for Phil Brooks, the president of the World Airline Historical Society. Great guy. All of these guys are great, by the way. And then, of course, you have the schedule right there for the flight plan quote. So that was really cool. Really awesome to see all the various items on the agenda. I can't believe I completely missed this, but apparently there was a World Airlines Historical Society membership meeting on Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. You will definitely be seeing me at 2024's. I think I just got so caught up with how much other items were in here that I didn't even see that, or I definitely would have attended this year, but definitely expect me next year. And then we have the various shout outs here for the planning committee, which is really cool. Let me see if I can get that all in so you guys can see that. There we go. And then, of course, we have the guest speakers for the, what is it I'm thinking of? The seminars. So, of course, you have all the shout outs there for those people, and our contest coordinators, which is really awesome, and they do a great job. And, of course, we have the thank you team there with various great guys. Michael, David, and I don't know where, but there was another guy that was really nice. His name was Russell. Is he on here? I'm surprised he's not. Michael's a great guy. David's a great guy. All these guys are great, but those two I know really well. So great guys, along with everybody else listed here. So really, really great guys. And of course, you got the Airways Magazine advertisement there as well, which is awesome. Okay, so you have the Enterprise ballroom layout. It was a great ballroom. We definitely could have put even more tables in there, was what's kind of crazy, but that was awesome. And then you got the DFW airport diagram, which is very much appreciated. In the Love Field airport diagram, which there was various tours and spotting conducted there, which is awesome. All the tours listed here. It was a really, really healthy year for tours, so that was awesome. World Airlines Historical Society advertisement, definitely go join and be a member if you can. And the awesome banquet speaker was Captain Bonnie. I'm going to do my best to pronounce her last name. Capucho, something like that. But nevertheless, really great story with her, and I got some footage for you guys for the banquet video coming up. Stay tuned. So I'm not trying to take too long on this, but there's a bunch of good stuff in here, as you can see. You got various advertisements here, aviation postcards, you name it, you can find in here. Jet tip advertisement and a Braniff advertisement. Quite fitting, and also an Airways magazine with the QR code if you would like to sign up for that, which that's a really good magazine along with the Flying magazine. Okay. I am thinking that is the majority of it, but there's still going to be a couple items sprinkled through here, so forgive me in advance. We have our various, this was a really cool, so we're giving one free vintage airline coaster to everybody that went to the DFW employee store, so you could take this in there and get a free coaster. I thought this was a genius idea. Unfortunately, I was not able to use mine. I don't even know how I ended up with two, to be honest, but unfortunately was not able to utilize this since I drove from home, which ended up being a great choice. But yeah, everybody that flew in, this worked really well because it's at gate C2, so you could have went there on your way home. So that was a really genius idea, so great job by AI for that one. And then we have some more memorabilia items. We only have so many. I was planning on initially going back and forth between models and stuff, but since we only have a handful to continue to conclude, I will go through all this first, and then we'll work on the models. Okay, so what you're going to find right here is a 2007 Airliners International booty bag. So it was kind of a hinting sign that Airliners was going to be in Kansas City after kind of seeing this one isolated. It was kind of an odd one to be isolated, so really cool. So the 2007 convention, kind of ironic because 2008 went back to Dallas, but instead we're doing it in flip order. So 2023 was in Dallas, now 2024 is going to be in Kansas City, mainly due to financial logistics. We'll talk about that in the future, but Kansas City is a great choice because they have the Constellation in that museum, and really cool with the booty bag here. You can see Kansas City, Missouri. It was July 5 through 7 of 2007 that year, so a week after what we're going to be doing in this upcoming June of 2024. Airliners International, really cool, like movie board, Heart of America. You can see Kansas and Missouri here joining up here in Kansas City, Missouri at the International Airport. That was with the old terminal though, as we'll have the new terminal going forward. But I thought that was a really cool piece. They were nice enough to give me one of those. So really cool to see that. And really ironic how 2007 was Kansas City, then 2008 was Dallas. Now flipping the script for 2023 being Dallas, 2024 going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Okay, anyways, with that said, here is an airline Dispatcher Federation magazine, a bunch of really good information here. I'll kind of give you a glance real quick. You can see it's very detailed. They got a bunch about the history of dispatching and just how it works in general, so that's really, really cool. And let me continue to push this table here. Oh yeah, this was a, so what you can do in Dallas for public transportation is you can utilize DART and TextRail. So this was a pass to do that right there from the Trinity Metro. Oh yeah, Trinity Metro is also really great too. Aviation LAS was kind enough to make some drawings and give them out to everybody. How kind of him. So definitely go check out his channel. He does a bunch of great plane spotting, model content, and just overall great guy. Really great to hang out with him during AI 2023. So we have an American Super 80 right there. I don't have to elaborate too much on that one, from the thrust buckets there to the American titles. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. Star Alliance 757-200, he did let me choose, so of course I was going to choose this one as I saw it. Great, beautiful plane. Really glad to see that. A Tennessee 737-800, but the cool part about this is it's pretty much the angle I got it at landing at Tulsa a couple months ago, so I thought that one was too much of a good opportunity. And Flagship Freedom 737-800, what a great assortment of drawings. So Aviation LAS, huge thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that very much, and that's absolutely awesome. So the story before I pull out this is that my mom actually, my sister had a dance recital in the area during the same weekend, out of all things, just really bizarre. But she was able to come up to the Regency for a little bit to get the check everything out, and she was actually nice enough to buy me a surprise item. How about this? John Proctor's 720 book. How about this? Thank you, Mom. Really appreciate this. It's a really great book from the Great Airliners series, volume 7. And you can see all the various information. It goes into a bunch of great detail here about all the airlines that flew the 720, the operations, the building of the aircraft, just everything you would want to know about it. So John Proctor, great guy. Of course, he had so many aviation experiences, so it's really cool to have one of his books now. Thank you, Mom. Greatly appreciate that, and that was awesome. Not Alpine Aviation's mom, not that mom, but my actual mom. So. But she's my mom too. I hope that she's watching this. Shout out to you, Mom, if you are. Okay, I need to watch the day one vlog if you don't know what I'm referring to. So unfortunately, these got a little tore up. I honestly have no idea how, but we do have some good looking advertisements here for the Frankfurt Aviation Collectibles show, October 7th, ironically same day as the Atlanta show. I guess technically if you really wanted to go on a marathon, you could attend both. If you took a Lufthansa flight back in, you would be able to make it at the very end of the Atlanta show, but that's quite interesting there. And then, of course, you got the Heathrow Aircraft Show. That's taking place November 19th, 2023, 10:30 to 15, which would be 3 p.m. So very cool to see that. There was a really cool vendor there. His store was flymanmodels.com. Really great guy. I highly recommend checking them out. They had a bunch of cool planes there, and overall, really, really great service in general right there. So that was awesome. And then I ended up getting another round of the one-day shows. So boom, boom, and let me see if I can get it here. Boom, boom, boom. So there we go for all three. Minneapolis also has a show too, and that advertisement's right here. I don't know why they didn't have like a flyer for it, but this is the advertisement for that one. Hope you're able to go if you can. I think JJ Skippy and many others are considering it, so certainly something I would like to do as well if I can fit it in, but there's a bunch. Here's the Cleveland one-day show. That's taking place very soon, August 26, 2023. I'm sure Citrus Aviation, among others, will be there, so definitely get ready to attend that if you can. $89 room rate, really good right there, and they'll have various aviation items, so definitely check that one out. That's a really cool logo right there. I think that looks really nice with that DC-8. DG Pilot, awesome guys, just absolutely awesome to get to see them on a recurring basis at Airliners. You'll be seeing a video clip coming soon with the interview I did there. That was really cool, and they do have a little special going on, so definitely take a look into that and utilize that. There's your little sneak peek for today. And then, of course, you got the back here too. I hope this comes out before the end of July. I'd be shocked if not, but yeah, there we go. Braniff International working on the 20% off online, so definitely take a look in that and support them if you're interested. They got a bunch of great items on there, from t-shirts to these advertisements, you name it. They're a great organization, really carrying the history of Braniff, which is super cool, so definitely check that one out. And why not one more Dallas advertisement for the one-day show. Okay, here is my lanyard for the event. This was really cool, so I was really happy to have this throughout the whole time. You guys probably recognize that I had my microphone on one side of this and then the pen on the other, so I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, let's keep working through this. Here is an absolute plethora, I'll probably have to give some of these away at some point, of America West metal pieces. I don't know what exactly they were meant for, but really cool that somebody had like literally a full box of these. I would say approximately like 300 or 400. They had a bunch, but really cool to get a good handful of those. I got like probably a dozen there, so really cool pieces right there for America West, so that was absolutely awesome. This is a Gulfstream 3 serial number 431 advertisement. AS Aviation gave this to me. I'm trying to remember who gave it to him. Somebody gave this to him and then he forwarded it on to me, so I don't know what the tradition ends up being with AS continuing to give me memorabilia during the convention, but that's always fun. Great guy. Please go check out his channel. He's awesome. How about another Minneapolis advertisement here for the one-day show Saturday, October 14th, and that'll be taking place at the Best Western Plus Hotel, Mall of America. Okay, here's some TexRail timetables. Very cool to see this, so that's absolutely awesome, or I guess schedule if you want to call it in today's wording. Here's a just-in-case advertisement, which is kind of funny here, so very cool to get to see this. They have a bunch of great safety cards on this website. I'd highly recommend scanning that QR code and go to safetycards.com. They have a really cool subscription there for the $99 box. I'm not sure if that's still applicable, but still really cool to see that, and various intervals for the annual subscription. So definitely check that out if interested. If you're a big safety card person, you'll probably enjoy that. And they were nice enough to give out some free safety cards during the convention. How kind of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at these, everybody. We have a bunch of really cool ones. Sun Country 737-800 safety card. Really cool 2020 revision from November. Really cool piece right there. I absolutely love that. But Sun Country does a good job here with their safety cards, and you can certainly see that right here. So that's absolutely majestic. Really cool to get to see that. Here we have a Miami Air 737-800. Really cool to see this one right here. Very cool with the various illustrations here. That is certainly absolutely majestic. So really cool to get to see that one. Here is Breeze Airways Embraer ERJ195. Now, I flew the 190, so I don't have this one, so this ended up going really well. It's pretty much the exact same, but still very cool to get to see the Breeze 195 getting handed out there. Really some newer planes, which is pretty interesting. How about a 2021 February revision of the Allegiant A319 from Germany? Quite interesting here, but certainly a very cool one, able to advertise the various safety characteristics, which is a #1 priority in commercial aviation, so really cool to see that one. In addition, we have the USA version of the 320, but I guess these did expire a couple years ago, or did expire at some point when they redid them, so but they're in very good condition. Certainly glad to have those here. A319, A320. And how about an A320 from France to complement that? So yeah, I don't know why they ended up printing all this in France and everything, but that's certainly very cool, whatever ended up happening there. So really cool to see that one as well. Last but certainly not least, we have another Breeze 195. The difference with this one is that this has the kind of light blue top. The other one was a April 2021. This is a March 2021. So I'm not sure what happened to where they need to do that again so fast, but certainly very cool to get to see the various advertisements and whatnot here for Breeze Airways. So very cool. Okay, I believe here is an advertisement for the Wings and More CGN Convention 2nd Annual. That's taking place in, I believe it's going to be here. I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's right here. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, everybody, but I was apologizing because I'm not too educated there. But that certainly, I believe, is where it is. So that's looking very good. Okay, let's see here. I believe we have one more item, and that's this Republic Airways kind of bag tag, I think. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, but that's certainly very cool. But that puts us to model planes. So actually, no, it does not. We have 3 timetables, and then that will put us on to models. So I bought 3 timetables myself because I've been trying to build them up. I honestly got really distracted at the very end of the convention with models, and I'll kind of explain why. I wanted to buy some more, but I got a little distracted. I did kind of a poor job of periodically buying during the convention. I kind of saved everything for the end. I think I need to kind of work on the aviation memorabilia items a little bit more, with a little bit more space during the convention to ensure that I'm able to get some really solid investments, but the models kind of made sense, and I'll explain why here in a moment. Anyways, enough about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at these timetables, and I'm sorry, I need to move the table here because the Pensacola board was kind of interfering here with what I was trying to do. Okay, so starting right here, we have a Republic Airlines. I wish the lens went out to like 10 millimeters. That would be great, but this is close enough. Republic Airlines 1984 timetable. Now, the only reason that I bought this one, I was just flipping through it for fun. Let's see if I can find what I'm referring to here. Where is that route map? should be it. Republic actually started the Tulsa service from Memphis. I was unaware. I thought it was Northwest 100%, but no, Republic was actually the airline that started it with a joint service to Wichita, Kansas, which was very cool. I would like to go look at this really quick here. I won't make too more of a deal than what it is, but I'm going to take a look right here. You can see that's Tallahassee. Let's find Tulsa real quick. Make it very fast, just trying to illustrate a point here. There's Traverse City. Should be in one of these pages right here. Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you can see all the connections that you could have, but let's find IMS for Memphis. And you can see here they had the services right here, and really cool to see that. I don't see what plane it was operated on off the top of my head. I bet it's somewhere in here. They have like the diagram with the flight numbers and everything, but really cool to see 3 frequencies right there, a really nice short flight there. And then it should have the connection onto Wichita right here. So you can see that that flight continued up to Wichita, and then it came back and then ended up going from there. So really cool timetable. Could not pass that one up. I think it was like $10, but certainly worth the money there. This is a Braniff timetable from the summer of 1972. I thought this was a really cool one. The 727 Braniff place, being 10 years before they discontinued service. Really cool to see a Georgia Motor Club Inc. Label on that. That is super cool. Additionally, you can see the actual stamp, which is very cool. I'm not sure how that ended up on here, but that worked out great. And let's see if we can find the various elements of this. You can see where it folds up like this, which I think is really genius. That is super cool. Sorry for touching the camera there, but let's see if we can find the Tulsa International Airport real quick. There's Wichita. They didn't have quite as many destinations, so that's why Tulsa doesn't come up till here. So you had various flights here. Amarillo actually had that frequency there, but all the stops were through Dallas, as you can see there. So, but this is where Tulsa folds out here, and you can see all the various destinations that they flew to out of TUL. There's the Dallas services nonstop. There's one stop somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. Fort Smith was a daily service. That's really cool, among others. So we'll discuss that more in the upcoming timetable offering, but certainly very cool. Lastly, we have a Continental Airlines timetable from 1971, and this is a quick system reference, and this also had some really cool Tulsa routes in it. You can see right here we had Houston and Denver, which is great. In addition, we had Kansas City and Oklahoma City. So quite a timetable right here with the various elements. So you can see here how they have it formatted, kind of similar, kind of not, with some characteristics different, but also some similarities there too. Enough about the timetables though. They're very cool, but we need to save them for next video because we got some models to take a look at. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. So it's been rapid fire. I'm used to like unboxing models and doing this and that, but no, we've just been going through everything. So how about that? Okay, so I ended up with 3 models here that did not make it home with their boxes, so rest in peace, and some of them with some slight damage. That's okay. It was on me for, I'm not sure what happened to the boxes. I thought that I just put them up and had them going, but apparently that was not the case. So let's take a look at these models. So right here we have a very cool model. So this is the JetBlue Airways Airbus A321-200. This is an Airliners International 2023 exclusive. There was only 35 pieces of this aircraft made, so this has the 200 aircraft sticker on it. So NG did this model just in favor of Airliners International 2023. Very cool to see this, and I thought that was absolutely awesome of them to do. So the exclusive model, kind of like how you have the Airplane Shop exclusive for the Christmas season, this is the Airliners International exclusive. So very cool to see this. Kind of bummed not to have the box, but it's okay. It's pretty similar to the Prism 321 they did anyways. So although I hope to somehow come across my box, I think somebody may have grabbed it on accident. So it's all good though, and that was a really cool model. Here's the Delta 757-300. Now the really cool part about this is AS Aviation noted that I flew this aircraft from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta in 2023 on January 12th, and he offered to sell this aircraft to me since he already had one anyway. So was really appreciative of that, and like I said, flew this aircraft. Unfortunately, the antenna came out on the way home. I tried to just put it in there very lightly, and unfortunately the antenna came out. So it's okay though. I hope to find it and insert it back in there, but outside that, only a box away from being a perfect plane. So very good to see that, and glad to have that model, especially after flying it. And the Braniff 727-200, I need to reglue the gear. I just haven't got a chance to because I've been filming so many videos. But the Braniff 727-200 was a great addition. This is Braniff 2. I've been looking to get this aircraft retro Tulsa for a couple months now, so this will be a great compliment to that. and I'm really excited to have it, as it will be a great addition to the collection right there. So very glad to have that one, and that'll be great. I am happy to say that the other 7 models that I bought during the convention do have boxes, so let's go ahead and start with those. In this video, I'm just going to kind of give a look at them. In the massive unboxing, we'll really go into details, since this video is kind of a full scope, and then we'll go more individualized with the timetables, and timetables will be kind of a joint video with other timetables, and then the models obviously will be their own massive unboxing. So this is the JetBlue Airways Airbus A320-200 by Attitude models. Really cool to see this. Huge shout out goes to West Coast Diecast for organizing this and getting Attitude models underway. So Attitude models is a new model subsidiary brand utilizing Panda molds that is making various really cool models like this JetBlue A320. And if you want to go to West Coast Diecast to order this model, you can use the discount code Redriveraviation for 10% off your order. So really cool model right here. This is a really spectacular one. Let me go ahead and get it out for you guys so you can see what I'm referring to. It's a really pretty plane with various elements going for it, and they did a really great job on it. So here it is. It's a really great model. Again, really glad to have it here in the collection. Really great plane. Very glad to have it. It is a picture perfect model. They did a spectacular job with it, and I certainly highly recommend it if you are looking for a JetBlue 320 or just JetBlue in general. This is a really great opportunity, and they did a really good job on this one. So a very cool model. The spotlight tail looks amazing. The IEEs, you name it. Aviation J777X would be very happy right now, but unfortunately he's in Australia and his phone broke. So with that being said, we'll get to talk to Jay soon enough, but let's continue to look through these models. Okay, let's start with kind of some of the more oddballs. How about a British Airways A319 for the collection? So JJ Skippy was selling this one, and I wanted he wanted it to go to a good home, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So that's pretty much the extent of this one. I've always kind of wanted like a British Airways narrow body anyways. They're one of my favorite international carriers, so I thought this would be kind of cool to complement the Concorde and all my heavies. So I thought this would be kind of a cool one. So let's take a quick peek at this. So like I said, he got this, but obviously when he bought this, he didn't really know what he was collecting. He just was having fun, which is I think everybody's main priority, but you know, limited knowledge on what was going on. But a great model in great condition. So we did end up flopping a couple models. I got some for him, and he got this one going for me. So really cool to see this here. You get the various characteristics in really good condition. It's a GeminiJets, so it will be a great addition to the collection, and hopefully I can use that at Great Plains or something in the future. That would be very delighting, but at some point we'll be able to utilize that a little bit more in detail here in the near future. Okay, the next model, let's go with this one. So this was one of my last buys and a really good one. So this was the GeminiJets Flare 737 MAX 8. Been wanting to build on my Canada collection still in various ways, trying to get some new airlines. This was a great opportunity to do that. I ended up getting it for $34, so I was like, yeah, this is kind of meant to be. So really glad to have this aircraft. Flare is a really cool airline. I would like to get a Lynx to complement it at some point, but this one turned out really great from Gemini. I looked at it briefly. It is a really great plane. I mean, just take a look. From the livery to the nose gear, it looks really great. The nose looks, I don't know why it looks a little bit better on this one. And then, of course, the livery is really sick. So this is a really cool plane, and ultimately a one I'm very glad to have in the collection today. So really cool plane, and that was a great deal, so couldn't pass it up. But that's why I wanted to bring up day 3 sales here, and you'll see that in the day 3 vlog. On day 3 at Airliners International, the discounts just go crazy. I got this plane for $34, and they were already down to $38 before I even asked about it. So I offered $33. He said $34. $34 was great. Don't make a mistake. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, the sales just went crazy. So that was one that I had to do. The other 3 I bought on day 1, by the way, and the British Airways, I think it was day 2. JJ would know for sure, but it was fairly soon. Another day 3 buy encompassed the Air Canada Cargo 767-300 freighter by Phoenix. Thought this was too good of an opportunity for West Coast Diecast to continue to build my international cargo fleet for the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, ironically enough. And this one kind of speaks for itself. Really cool with the rouge and everything. I think this is a really great looking plane. They did a great job on it. From the antennas to the landing gear to all the various elements, this is a really beautiful plane, again, by Phoenix Models, and really awesome. So very happy about that one, and that was a great addition to the collection. And by the way, I do have my pre-orders coming in, so I ended up getting those before Airliners. So I didn't know which ones would be there, so that's kind of why I did. But don't worry, those models will be coming in an upcoming massive unboxing. Just for now, I got the some that I just really wanted. I think saving the money for planes that I just kind of liked in general was a good choice. How about this TWA comb? So I was just being kind of silly, and I took this and combed my hair, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy it since I used it now. They ended up giving it to me for free, so that's awesome. Unfortunately, these prong pieces broke off during transit. Well, really at the hotel, and then the rest of them broke off during transit. So it's only half a comb now, but it certainly works. It was $1, but need to buy more memorabilia like that. Just kind of got disorganized and just was kind of not losing my mind, but I was just having so much fun and just in the moment that I didn't even really think about buying items. But I mean, that kind of speaks about what Airliners is all about, you know. It shouldn't be about the memorabilia or the items. Those are great compliments, and those and the tours and the banquet, all of that is really important and very meaningful. But at the end of the day, and that's what I gave my speech about at the banquet dinner, is that this organization is about friends, man. It's about who you meet, and everybody that I talked to that went for the first time pretty much had the same feeling I did in Chicago, is that, you know, you just get into so many conversations and talk to people with common interest after, you know, not being around that your whole life and getting to do it all in one place all at once. It really speaks for itself, and it's a great experience, and why I really recommend any aviation enthusiast to attend the convention. Even if you're not a huge memorabilia collector of models or any other items, just the friendships and the plane spotting, and there's really just the amount of layers. So you have Airliners International, obviously, and then you could just think about all these underlying pieces, all these pillars to it. It's just so cool to think about all the various elements that come with this convention, because you have friends, you have plane spotting, you have models, you have the ballroom, you have hanging out in the hotel rooms. I mean, it is seriously the tours, the banquet, there is the contest room. There is so much going on that you could really just spend all day thinking about it, and it's really truly incredible. So I just wanted to make that very clear, because that's what mattered, and that's why I don't have much memorabilia, because the experience and the memories that will last for a lifetime with all my great friends there and everybody that got to watch the videos from it speak for themselves. So, but I do have items here still, obviously, but yes. And then this was a really cool one. I'm really happy that I chose to get this. This is from Texan Airplane Store, the Air-to-TV Nui Boeing 787-9. So I have the 340-300, but I thought it'd be nice to get a newer aircraft kind of to complement my fleet. And I guess I'm kind of on a Dreamliner build-up right now with all the Dreamliners I have. So what's another one gonna hurt? So glad to get this. Again, it's just more of a leisure plane, and great planes will certainly be benefited from this. I think this might have been like a 2022 release or 2020. I can't remember, but it's a really good looking plane. Just a beautiful plane, man, from the livery to the back patterns to the Air-to-TV Nui titles. That's a really great looking plane. That will be a great way to help fleet build my international fleet. So really pleased about that one, and that was a really good plane overall. It's a general assessment, by the way, so really happy about that, and that turned out absolutely great. So after all of that, everybody, we are down to one final item, and I think everybody knows what item that is going to be. So let me move the camera back a little bit, get readjusted here, and just give a huge shout out to everybody that has watched this video so far. Let me get this table moved and I'll talk. Okay, there we go. I really appreciate everybody's support very much, and I hope that everybody had an absolute blast at the Airliners International 2023 convention at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. I think it speaks for itself, especially if you're able to be there, and I'm very sorry to anybody that wasn't able to go, but I hope you're able to in 2024 in Kansas City, Missouri. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I highly recommend it. Again, here's all your credentials, and feel free to scan this QR code to go check out for updates, but expect videos from me when we have more information. The hotel booking link as of the time of filming this is out, and probably by the time this video is coming out, I would expect perhaps the booking, the registration to come out too. So definitely recommend getting in on that, as there is a bunch going on there. So with that all being said, the grand finale, I ended up deciding to get this because it was $200, which really I thought was a very, very good deal for this. And I had pretty much 10 people right next to me, and I didn't want to disappoint. And I mean, I think they were doing it for good reason, because this is just too cool of a piece not to have as a model airplane collector, and it kind of really will be a big staple around the collection, just everything that it encompasses. It is truly a monster. That is the Antonov 225 by Gemini 200. Holy shoot, man, that is a massive box. So here's my hand, and there's the box. It is literally huge. I can't even get it all in the camera. That's the box. It is a huge box. It's bigger than my suitcase. I mean, that is a massive box. I do have a tape measure here. How about that? Let's measure this in. So yeah, you're talking about 16 inches. That's over a foot for a model airplane, by the way. 16 by 16. That's over a foot for a plane. That is over a foot, which is just absolutely ridiculous to think about, but what can I say? So yes, really cool model. Very excited to take a look at this. There's a bunch of moving pieces here, so I'll do my best to unbox it, but man, it is big, so it might take a little bit of effort here. But here's the box, of course. Really cool box as always. You have the flip piece here, which is nice. The back of the box, which is 2023 with all the various characteristics. This will also be getting its full video here in the near future, so you may have already saw that. I'm not sure how I'm scheduling yet. I'm just trying to get everything filmed before I'm going to be gone here for a couple days, so that's why I'm kind of unsure, but it will be coming. I can assure you that. So anyways, so as you can see, the plastic foam here, you have a smaller piece in the bottom piece for the plane itself. So let's go ahead, flip this down just like so, and get this sucker out. Trying to do it with one hand is kind of challenging, but it's working. There we go. This is the real deal. There we go. Let's just go ahead and do it this way. Okay, there we go. Okay, she is here after knocking over a water bottle to do it. Here we go. Trying to get in the microphone, but I can barely even get there with how much is going on here. It is a massive plane. It is ginormous. It is a huge plane, and it just kind of speaks for itself. So here it is, the Gemini 200 Antonov 225 in 1:200 scale. This plane is absolutely ginormous and very heavy. One of the most pristine aircraft in the collection, not even close. I'm just gonna let it sit there because it kind of deserves it. I mean, yes, that's all I have to say. It is a beautiful plane. That's my hand. You're talking about, this plane is huge. Okay, it is the real deal. This is a beautiful plane, and if you don't have it in your collection, I highly recommend getting it. If you guys want to watch me put together the landing gear real quick, we'll do that. And again, a more in-depth video coming out very soon in regards to this model. So definitely expect that here in the very near future. But you have the landing gear down and landing gear up configuration. So here is the bottom landing gear, which really sliding in well. This is a really nice thought out design. Also, Todd's a great guy. Got to meet him at Airliners. He is truly the real deal. Great guy. It's a pleasure to get to talk to him. And then you also have the stand here as well. And there she is. Golly, she is huge, man. After looking at all these 400 scale models, this is the real deal. I thought about getting the 1-400 at some point, but then I saw this release and I was like, yeah, I would at some point like to do this. And here we go. So really cool plane. Just gonna throw the plastic over there since the next video I'm gonna be filming is this plane. But really beautiful plane. I mean, it's absolutely majestic, man. It is a unit, and certainly very glad that I chose to get this, and that everybody came around to me and pretty much said that this was a must-buy for the collection. It kind of speaks for itself. So really cool plane. This will make for a really nice component. I don't know if I could like use it at an airport or something sometime, but it is certainly an absolute monster. If even, I mean, I don't even know how you compare it. It is truly a magnificent piece of machinery here. So really cool. So what I'm going to do is line up all these items, and we'll take another overview look at all of them before we conclude today's video. It really speaks for itself. This is a really cool lineup, and I'm very glad to have this right here. Absolutely majestic. Shoot, sorry about that, everybody. There was one more model that got stuck, and that is the interactive FedEx 777. Very glad to have this one as well. I'll give you guys a quick look at this. Really cool to have this plane. This is a very cool one. Look at all those interactive parts in there. That is super awesome. And very glad to have this for the collection. It will be a great piece to the puzzle, and I am very glad to have this. Take a look at that. Wow, that is really awesome. Alrighty, everybody, let's take a look at this. It speaks for itself, man. It's so cool. So got all the one-day shows over here: LAX, San Francisco, Cleveland, Dallas, Minneapolis, and Atlanta also has a one-day show. So go check all those out. Newark's another one. Super cool. Various postcards right here. Great looking plane. So glad to add all of those to the postcard collection. Various models, including a FedEx Interactive 777, Air Canada Cargo 767-300 Freighter, Air TD Nui Boeing 787-9, Flair Boeing 737 MAX 8, Delta 757-300, Brandon 727-200, British Airways A319, JetBlue A321 200 aircraft Airliners International exclusive, and a JetBlue A320 Spotlight Tail. Thank you again, Aviation LAS, for the amazing drawings. They look absolutely spectacular. And then, of course, that is a absolute unit, man. Wowzers. Holy crap. With the Airliners International sticker down there, because what a memory that was, man. So cool to get to see that right there. The Antonov 225 1-200 scale is a monster. How cool is that?
We got all of our various timetables from Braniff, Republic, Continental, and China Airlines. Super cool. Flyman models, TWA comb, the badge, excuse me, the pin, whatever you want to call it. Tulsa Airport Authority, America West, the lanyard, Braniff International, various merchandise right here. Lanyards, removed before flight, the book, the flight guide. Just absolutely incredible, man. What a lineup of items. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So much here, and we got to get a bunch at Airliners International. It was so fun, and I'm really eager to see what the Kansas City haul will be like, because I have a good feeling if I use a better strategy for not saving everything till the end, that some more items will certainly be here. But you know what? That kind of speaks for itself, and it's so cool to have all these various items, man. What fun is aviation? My goodness, absolutely amazing. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's haul video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, as Redriveraviation is signing off.